Very good. I pressed the record button, so you guys will listen. Where's my
Boys, ready for tonight?
Oh yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, it's a podcast. You gotta speak a little bit. Appreciate it. Hello, America. I am your Commissioner-in-Chief, Disfatt-Bidge. That was awful.
You want
We
to start
got Matt
again?
Regan.
No redos here.
I don't remember voting for you.
I wouldn't vote for me either. Well, we got Matt Regan. Regan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Getting over a long weekend, celebrating, our independence, and now I'm here.
It was a fun time, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, and it's my wife's birthday today. Happy birthday, Mrs. Regan. And she's letting me do.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Regan.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Regan.
That
Happy
little
birthday,
girly voice
Mrs.
you
Regan.
hear there. Oh, okay, we got Ryan. Ryan, how you
I
doing?
didn't want to be left out, dude.
Hey, it's all right. Go ahead.
That would be rude. I'm doing good. Had a good weekend. Did some traveling. Went up to New Hampshire. Visited some family. Wife's cousin. He's actually in the Scott Fish Bowl this week, so he's got a long draft process that he's going through right now. But
You
yeah,
want to explain the
overall,
Scott
it was
Fish
good.
Bowl, or should they just Google it?
They could Google it. I mean, it's like
It's intense.
biggest,
Big
one of the
draft for
biggest
big
fantasy.
charity. Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
Exactly.
It's a nice jersey you got there, by the way.
Thanks.
Very nice jersey.
Let's see
For
it.
those of you that are listening, you want to head over to YouTube to see us at Just the Tip, a fantasy football podcast. See Ryan rocking his Just the Tip jersey. Kind of like a Seahawks ripoff. I like the colors. It's nice.
A good way of putting it. Definitely is a rip-off jersey.
Yeah, it's fair. I like to rip it off nice and quick. And we got our producer showing his face, kinda.
Barely.
Kyle, how are you, man?
I'm doing good. Happy to be here. I love showing my face off, not showing it off at the same time. So
Mm.
that's right.
Now you can
When
show
it's
off
off
your
screen.
drafting skills later for us too, huh?
Oh, they are the best. They are so good.
I bet.
That's why I'm here.
Uh-huh. You guys will see he does a lot of work behind the scenes listening to us, so he'll be an expert getting all of our tips at one time every episode.
Totally listen.
So we want to welcome you guys into Just a Tip, a fantasy football podcast. We are going to do a mock draft tonight. 1 QB, PPR format, 12 teams. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flexes, and 1 tight end. No defense, no kicker. Boo. We know how much Ryan loves kickers.
Do you not see the guy behind me? Come on.
Oh,
Oh, that was queued up a little early.
Yeah, I didn't mean to share it. I just meant to cue it. But
Nailed it.
so that sound you heard there was Kyle's jersey, Janikowski, sitting
Thank
behind
you.
him.
The
So
goat.
yeah, you're welcome.
Of kickers.
Let's have a quick brief here, Ryan, if we would.
I'm here to do an interview for the premiere issue of Briefs, a magazine for cute gay lawyers.
What do
Yeah,
we got?
the only piece of news that we have over the weekend is that today N'Keal Harry officially has requested a trade from the New England Patriots. So a former first-round pick, for those that don't know, things just really haven't worked out in New England, and now he wants out. So Mac, what do you think? Where do you think a good landing spot is for him?
I think they should have taken DK Metcalf over N'Keal Harry, but
Good point.
that is in the past. Where's a good landing spot? The CFL. I think he could do some damage up there. How about you, Regan?
There was a. It's not obviously because it's only been a couple hours since we got that news, but the 2 teams that have come out, there's 4 total, only 2 have been announced, but Washington Redskins and the 49ers have been suggested as potential landing spots, and they're interested. That being said, I don't know. Both going to teams with a good amount of firepower in general after this offseason, so I don't know, CFL sounds pretty nice. That was a pretty good call, honestly. He just hasn't. They haven't been using him the way they should have, and that's their whole complaint.
Kyle,
well.
what do you think? Saskatchewan or Ontario?
Honestly, I was going to say the Miami Dolphins because, he could just go there, run routes, look good. The ball's just going to fly over his head, so it doesn't matter. Lefty
Killed it.
quarterback, right? Like that's what's
He
going to
is a
happen.
left-handed quarterback.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So he could just run routes there and make money. Don't have to do anything else.
Literally don't have to catch a ball.
You don't have to catch a ball because they're impossible to catch. So.
I like that point. I like that landing spot for him. All right,
See ya.
boys. That's all I got. Rip off those briefs and let's start this mock draft.
Alrighty. Without further ado, let's play a game, shall we?
Here on ESPN 8, The Ocho, bringing you the finest in seldom seen sports from around the globe since 1999. If it's almost a sport, we've got it here.
Alrighty. So we got the draft up, and I am trying to start it.
Who's that
Can
handsome
do it.
devil picking first? That was weird.
Yeah.
So good looking.
Derek Carr, first pick.
Derek Carr.
Janikowski.
Is Janikowski
There's
still
no
on the board?
kickers. There's no kickers.
No kickers. I feel like he's more than just a kicker. To me, at least. Just my
That makes
idol.
a person other than his mom.
He'd be in the Avengers if I could choose it, honestly.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
He's my hero.
Pretty cool.
Alright.
Smoking butts and drinking
Hopefully
beers.
everybody else is set. Yes, we have a few people joining us from our other leagues. And here we go. Kyle, you're
Producer
on
on the
the clock. I mean,
board.
clock. Excuse
Wow.
me.
So, do I just pick what I think I should pick, or should I pick what you guys think I should pick?
Josh Jacobs is a good one right here.
Go with your
Josh
heart, man. Go with your heart.
Josh Jacobs is a good option. I'm gonna drop down a little bit.
Ooh.
Damn, that was quick.
Ooh, Derrick Henry. All
Yeah,
right.
you guys like that? Should I
I-
don't need to explain it, right? I mean,
No, that
he's probably the only guy who's not gonna get injured out of those four. So
That's actually a good point.
that's why I picked him.
Using
It's a
logic.
good strategy. Good strategy. So Derrick Henry comes off the board. Delvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, Alvin Kamara. I'm on the clock at 1-5. And, you know what here? This is what we're talking about, guys. 1-5. Like, do you go with a running back who might be entering the second tier here, or do you go with a first tier wide receiver? For the sake of it, let's do it. I'm going to go Tyreek Hill here and kind of change things up a little bit.
Ooh, okay.
Way to
And-
change
In the
everything.
top 5. All right.
So we
After
got,
that, what do
go
we
ahead,
got?
Mac.
All right. We got Team 6 taking Nick Chubb. And then Team 7, Saquon Barkley. And Connolly's on the clock, Jonathan Taylor, without even any hesitation. All right. We got Mish up. Let's see what he does.
Who looks to not be online, so it might be a auto pick.
He
Is
does.
that even a real name?
Yeah, can you say that again?
Mish.
I feel like he might have fell
Yeesh.
asleep while typing that, so he's done.
Like Michelle?
Yes,
Yeah,
like
maybe
Michelle.
stroke, maybe?
Yeah, he's
I don't
stroked
know,
out.
man.
He's donezo. He's gone.
Oh, man.
At least we get to wait the whole time. Nice.
If I could bring this up, this is probably the worst thing every single draft is when somebody doesn't show up.
At least it's
Last
a
minute.
podcast and you can talk for that minute, That's not that bad.
Yeah. Well,
Not
when
that
you're
bad.
doing a live draft, it's, hey, everybody go get some beer. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So that Scott Fish draft, Ashley's cousin, my wife's cousin, he the first pick, it's like one of those long time drafts, so it's like 7-8 hours per pick. 101, the guy took like 6 hours to make a pick. Everybody's sitting there in the room. There's 11 guys there. The only guy that's not there is 101.
Wow.
Of
That's the
course.
teasery, though.
All right. So Mish took Ezekiel Elliott. I am up on the board right now at the 10th overall, and this is kind of exactly what I wanted to check out. I've never done this before.
Yep.
It's my first time.
Giggity.
Thank you. I am going to take Travis Kelce here.
Oh, wow.
Hit your face.
Trying to
That-
see how this will work out.
I feel like you're the one who told us not to do that. I think I was paying attention during that episode.
Not in the
That's-
top 10. I was saying in the top 5.
Oh,
One out of 15.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
I hope it doesn't pan out.
oh, it's such a good movie.
We'll see, man. We will see. It is very
Well,
good.
either way, I'm feeling pretty good because I'm going to get one of the two guys that I want. You'll find out. Ah, that was one that I really wanted. Well, all right. So Mac went Travis Kelce, and then next guy Jared went with Stephon Diggs. So that brings it to me on the turn. And I usually like the turn. This year is kind of hard. It's the only reason it's hard is because I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is playing.
It is. It is difficult. It is difficult to decide. I don't know. I would assume that he's going to play. That's just
Yeah, well,
me.
He's not going to leave his boy Devontae Adams hanging, so I'm going to go there. And it's just Aaron Jones, much as I shouldn't be fading from him, I am. You know, they got rid of Williams and so on. You know what? I'm going to take the guy that I actually really want. It's going to mess things up a little bit.
That's what she said.
Joe. I love it.
Oh,
A little Joe Mixon in action.
Mixon, huh?
Yeah, hey, he's the only one over there. And they got a receiving core that any quarterback would dream of, and he should have an open box, you know? They're not going to stack it.
Wasn't he out all last season, or am I just imagining things?
Yeah, they gave him a break so he could be really good this year.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Solid pick.
Really interesting way to look at it, Matt. Very glass half full. I like
Well
it.
rested. Well rested.
I really am excited about them having that receiving core and everything. I think he's going to have a great opportunity.
Yeah. I believe it. I believe he will. But yeah, I'm not. He's young too. But Aaron Jones, I'm actually glad he dropped to me here because after that was Austin Eckler. I'm gonna take Aaron Jones. You know, they just gave him the contract. It's tough between DeAndre Hopkins there and Aaron Jones, but I need a number one running back, so I'm gonna go with him. And after that, Mish took DeAndre Hopkins, and now we have Connolly up at the 2.5 right now.
So you really think Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead,
Ryan.
Reeks. I was going to say, I'm interested to see how this Travis Kelce piece works out for you. Just to be clear for everyone, this is not a tight end premium, so taking a tight end in the first round is a little dicey.
Idiot.
It is,
Nice.
but I'm sick of streaming tight ends. I'm sick of playing the game of which tight ends got to go off that week, and I'm not going to miss out this year. But we'll see.
He gets hurt.
All right.
He just loves tight
got-
ends in general.
I do.
Yep.
Love tight end.
I guess so. Back into the draft, tight end first. I think he's trying to just say some things to us here, fellas. All right. So after Aaron Jones, DeAndre Hopkins.
I think all of us are trying to say something here. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh, that's true.
five guys bringing up the rear here. Oof. Sounds like a Friday night for Kyle.
That's why I'm right in
All
front.
right. So after Aaron Jones goes DeAndre Hopkins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes 2-5 to Conley, DK Metcalf, Cam Akers, and I got a quick decision here. But you know what? I'm gonna lean towards targets, and without Julio Jones, Calvin Ridley's gonna get a lot of targets, so I'm high on him there.
Fair play.
And then leading up to Kyle, you got Pat Mahomes going next at 2-9, AJ Brown going 2-10, J.K. Dobbins 2-11, and on to Kyle.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough one to be honest with you because I
Ooh.
have no idea what I'm doing. But
Oh.
I feel like the guy on the top's pretty good, right? He's good.
Yeah.
He's decent. Is he
He's
injured? Is he like? Come on, tip. Give me a tip.
Who's the
But
guy
they
on the top there? Who's the
I'm
guy
here.
on top right there?
Jefferson. Justin Jefferson.
Justin
He had a
Jefferson.
big year
coming
last
up
year, right?
coming off the best rookie season for a wide receiver.
Yeah, probably just gonna throw him in there real quick, and then I'm gonna slide right by my boy Josh Jacobs to get Mr. Waller.
That was coming.
You had to come. The Raiders are coming in the top three.
No, that is a good pick though.
Darren
I
Waller
like
at
it.
3-1. It's nice. It's so much better than Travis Kelce at 110.
Agreed.
So you got Najee Harris coming up next, 3-2. DeAndre Swift, 3-3. So a couple of young backs there. Another tight end off the board at 3-4 with George Kittle. On to 3-5 to me. And now this is going to be tough, fellas. I got two wide receivers. I could solidify my receiving core and my flex, but too much upside with Antonio Gibson. We're in a PPR format here, so he's going to give me plenty of catches. So I'm going to go Gibson at 3-5.
Love it.
I like it as well.
Thanks, fellas.
I've seen better moves, but it was all right.
Like Waller.
Fuck you, Regan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Waller was a good pick. Waller was a good pick. Not gonna lie.
I honestly love Michael Thomas in the third round, though, to Team 6. I know that's tough. That might have been where you were leaning, but that's huge.
See what Conley does here. Whoever he picks, he's going to try to trade him for, like, Alvin Kamara.
Allen Robinson for Alvin Kamara. Ooh, this auto pick is killing
Ballsy.
me right now. Miles Sanders.
Nice.
All right, so I'm on the clock right now at the 3:10. I have a number one running back. I have my number one tight end. I should probably go wide receiver here.
No, you shouldn't.
I probably definitely should. So my choice is Keenan Allen, Julio Jones with Tennessee now, or Terry McLaurin, or Mike Evans. I think probably the safest one right here would be Mike Evans. He's always getting 1,000 yards, always a red zone target. Keenan Allen though, PPR machine. I'm going to go with Keenan Allen here before I run out of time.
Honestly, Mac, just to throw a question out there, I honestly like Keenan Allen the most out of that group. But their schedule, they have one of the top. I think they're the fourth hardest schedule in their division. I mean, in the league or whatever. Does that scare you at all? He's still going to get his catches, but
it scares me. I wouldn't say scares me, but in the back end of the third round, Keenan Allen, and then I'm going to get another top end wide receiver, hopefully. If one of these three, Mike Evans, Terry McLaurin, or Julio Jones, drops to me, I'm all set with that as well to help pick up the slack. So just playing the odds here. PPR, I'll take Keenan Allen. They're going to be coming from behind a lot. Yeah, I'll I'll take my chances with him there. He's always productive, man. Unless he gets hurt, obviously. But goes without saying.
We already mentioned how Max skipped on Chris Carson.
I know.
After everything we've been talking about over the last 15 episodes.
So my strategy, I needed a wide receiver. I wasn't going to go Chris Carson here. If I had him coming back around the turn, I totally would have taken him.
You need a new team.
What's wrong with my team? Dude?
We're only 3 picks in here.
Yeah.
You picking Regan? Come on, man.
Regan, you got 10 seconds.
You're about to be auto pick.
man.
You guys talk it off. I was going Julio all day, every day.
I'm sure. You know what, to
love
change the
that
team,
guy.
that doesn't make you nervous?
It actually doesn't. I think they got enough targets to go around with Corey Davis gone. And
Enough attempts, yeah.
what's his name? Tight end. So
Jonnu Smith.
Jonnu Smith.
Patriots.
So, yeah, love that. But no, with those catches gone, I mean, needed to be taken. I'm happy with that pick. Now is where it becomes tough because I could either go Terry McLaurin, Mike Evans, but tough with these running. I love Chris Godwin. This is tough, guys. This turn.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna go.
That's all he needs. It's her
Chris
birthday.
Godwin.
She knows.
Ooh.
I'm hoping he has a comeback season after lackluster last year. Tom Brady loves him. I think he's great for a redraft.
I agree.
Wishful thinking.
Not a
I
bad
agree.
Pick. Not a bad pick.
Ryan, you don't like it, huh?
I didn't like the suspense leading up to it.
Oh, okay.
The outcome wasn't as
It was too anxiety producing.
honestly, David Montgomery's huge right there, but just I'd rather take, like I've said in a couple podcasts, that I just like the known commodity. He's going to get his points. Mike Evans just scares me. He's at 1,000 yards every single season. I don't think that's
7 years in a row.
It's got to stop eventually, right?
It does, but I tell you what, did I go Amari Cooper here? He's pretty much only good at home. Or did I go Mike Evans here? Tom Brady trying to go for an MVP season. David Montgomery available here. Go Aaron Jones, David Montgomery. I'm not too into it.
Should be real fancy and go double tight, Kyle Pitts.
Nope. That is not what I'm going to do. Not going to take a chance on Kyle Pitts. We'll get into that later on with our divisional breakdowns when we get to the NFC South. But, yeah, I'm going to go Mike Evans here. I was hoping one of those three would drop to me, and they did.
Get on the turn.
Mish is
Mish
back. He is
he is logged on.
He was having trouble, so he texted me trying to figure out what was going on. Had to send him a new link. Technical difficulties.
Was the trouble a medical concern or condition?
While typing
As
his name.
discussed prior.
What type his name? Yes.
It only lasted 4 minutes, so I don't think it was that much of
That's
a.
actually a very long time.
And he comes in
Could've
and
been a
takes
seizure.
Kyle Murray. Oof.
Kyler Murray
Bypasses Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson in the rankings on
I don't
Sleeper.
mind passing Lamar Jackson on anything. To be honest.
Idiot.
I agree, Kyle, honestly.
Yeah.
I do between Josh Allen and Kyle Murray, though, it's a toss-up for me.
Lamar Jackson's been figured out, I think. He's done. Kind of like getting those like crazy numbers, in my opinion. He can't read a defense. Can't throw the ball. They know what to do with him.
Defenses have adjusted, and then that was pretty clear last year.
Yeah.
Big letdown. All right, guys, I got a couple of comments in the chat here I want to bring up real quick.
Yeah, please.
So Conley had mentioned that Ezekiel Elliott after Jonathan Taylor, he thinks that after 1-8, running back's going to take a bit of a dip, and it's really just going to be more of a focus on the first tier wide receivers. What do you guys think?
Who said that?
Conley.
Oh, he must have been listening to our podcast with our episode on a 5-point stance. Because
Is that why I just had deja vu?
Somebody brought that up. I don't know. Kyle, does that sound familiar to you?
It sounds familiar. I feel like vaguely, probably maybe listened to half of that. So yeah, it probably happened.
I bet
He's-
that guy
he's
plagiarized
listening?
in school all the time.
He's taking our tips. He's bringing them back up.
Yep.
He
That
is
was nice.
one of
I
our
love it.
biggest tip takers. He's a nice tip taker. That's for sure.
Kyle, you are on the board at 412.
Yeah, I have no idea what to do here, to be honest with you guys. What do I have?
All right, well, while you think about it, I'll bring up the second point here.
Well,
So,
actually, before you do that, Ryan, let me read off what happened off the board after
Sure.
that. So, Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson, Cooper Kupp, Josh Allen, David Montgomery to you. Then we got CeeDee Lamb, Travis Etienne, and Amari Cooper. I've been seeing this a lot where CeeDee Lamb goes before Cooper. Interesting. Regan, would you do that? CeeDee Lamb over Cooper?
Wouldn't. I
Would
don't
you?
believe, but
Would-
I
who
would.
would you
I
take?
would not. I would take Cooper.
You would take Cooper.
I would. But I actually I've been seeing that everywhere as well.
Oh, it's just a couple spots, too. It's interesting.
Did Jacksonville pick up another running back, by the way? Because I don't know if that was dumb or not.
They have, but he is playing the slot.
Okay, yeah, they pushed him out, right? Because James Robinson had a great season last year, I'm pretty sure.
He did.
Facts.
He will not repeat.
He will
but
repeat.
We'll see.
They have someone who
It's
can
not-
throw the ball now, so it makes more.
That's true. Just still a terrible offensive line.
Yeah.
So.
Let's look at Kyle's team real quick, guys. So he's got 2 running backs, wide receiver, tight end. So he's pretty well rounded. Could probably run to either another running back or wide receiver.
And
Or
he doesn't, because he's just
And he
unpredictable. He's just unpredictable.
just like the rest.
I've made a huge mistake.
Nice.
You are unpredictable. Who did you take?
Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Oof,
I need a wide receiver, but they'll come. They'll come.
that's a reach. No, this is the prime time for receivers in these 3rd, 4th, and 5th rounds, man. So, hey, it's all right. We'll see how it works out for you. What happened after that, Ryan?
5-2, DJ Moore. 5-3, Kyle Pitts finally comes off the board. 5-4, Team 4 is really kicking me in the nads here because I really wanted Robert Woods, but you know what? At this point, I'm just going to go with another guy who's going to be reliable, get a lot of targets, big red zone option. Hopefully he stays healthy. I'm going to go with Adam Thielen here, put him in my flex.
Like it.
It's not a dynasty. We're talking redraft. I mean,
It is redraft, man. But they'll be feeding Justin Jefferson more targets, taking some of those red zone opportunities away from Thielen. We'll get into that next week when we break down that division. But, yeah, it's not a bad pick.
No, especially with him putting him with Hill and Calvin Ridley. That's pretty nice third wide receiver, Ryan. Good stuff, man.
Who's up now? Is it my turn yet?
It's Mish.
So then after Ryan, we had Mark Andrews, then Kareem Hunt, Team 7. Connolly took T.J. Hawkinson. All right, all those top tier tight ends, Tier 1, Tier 2, and top Tier 3, I would say. T.J. Hawkinson taken off the board. You really shouldn't see a tight end leave until double-digit rounds right now. But we'll see. Misha's on the board here, and then it'll be me. So I got to figure out, do I go for my running back here? Looking ahead, Jared has Austin Eckler and Chris Carson. I don't think he'll go another running back here before it comes back to me. But Regan, you only have one running back, and I know you love receivers. So knowing my league a bit,
He already has 3 receivers.
I know he has 3 receivers, so he might need another running back. But remember, it's 2 flexes and 2 receivers, so he needs another starting flex here. He does like Jamar
I got
Chase.
back-to-back picks.
Right.
True.
I'm looking at the receivers down the board. All right, put my cards out, face up on the table here. If I take Myles Gaskin here, he's getting a lot of the work with the ones right now. So now I have 2 starting running backs and then grab another receiver on the way back. Either Juju, Lockett will not drop to me, Jamar Chase will not. Devontae Smith, hopefully a PPR machine. Yeah, I don't know. Ryan, Myles Gaskin or a receiver?
I definitely would have went. I would definitely would have went with Gaskins if he got to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a receiver on the way back. I'll be okay with that. I wanted 2 starting running backs, starting caliber. Gaskin has some great games, man. PPR as well. And if they keep giving him the workload, who knows? At the 5th round, back end of the 5th round, he could be a top 15 running back.
I didn't want to influence your pick, but I do think that was the right pick. Running backs are going to get slim after this point if they haven't already. So plenty of wide receiver depth. A good thing to keep an eye on during your drafts.
Very true. I have a few on my list that I'm going to take as sleepers later on, but I'm going to get one of these receivers here that I can rely on in my flex. But I would not get one of the running backs. Yeah. I think I gypped Jared there by taking Gaskin, so he took Javonte Williams there. Regan, you're on the board.
So this is actually that is the problem, with me going those 3 wide receivers around this turn. And when it comes to running backs, I really don't got much unless I want to reach. Melvin Gordon, Leonard Fournette, they scare me. One of my first pick is going to be Devontae Smith. I'm just excited about his potential, with it being my 4th wide receiver. Makes me feel pretty good. If I'm going to reach on one running back at all, I'm not going to reach on 2. There's no point. I'll come back around and see if I can grab some running backs with some potential later on. So we'll go with Devontae Smith with that first one. Guys, I'm usually not the person to reach at all and just kind of just go what's there. But with there being no tight ends around this time, too early for quarterbacks for myself, I'm gonna reach Raheem Mostert.
Don't do it. No.
I am. Melvin Gordon scares me. Leonard Fournette, and we after having the breakdown the other day of San Fran's running backs, there's endless amounts of points there. I think he will get sniped for some, but just where I'm at in this turn.
All right. I probably would have gone Melvin Gordon there.
Yeah, believe me, I thought about it.
Fighting for a contract, I think he has a little bit more in the tank. You're waiting until round 6. Yeah, you could do worse than Melvin Gordon. You could do Kenyon Drake.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert's also fighting for a contract this year, and after being injured last year, he's really got something to prove. So that's just where
we broke it down last division. You never get a 1,000-yard rusher,
right?
Running back. Jared on the clock right now. He has 10 seconds left. Is he going to take
sucking up all that time?
The wide receiver I was eyeing, and I think my gamble is going to pay off. Damn it. Nope. All right.
Not today. I love when that happens to Mac.
He's a terrible gambler. I keep telling him this.
Apparently.
I know. I was hoping he would drop to me, but now I'm like, do I take Jamar Chase, or do I take another guy who's in a contract year, was waiting for the cap to go up, Juju Smith-Schuster? He had almost 100 catches last year. Hopefully with a better system going right now. Where I take Odell Beckham. Ah, man.
Hopefully a better elbow for Ben.
Right.
Yeah. Less TikTok videos, probably help out too.
No, that's true. All right. Contract year. I'm doing it.
Like it. I do like that. Jamar Chase would have been tough too in between those two.
It would. I don't know. It's hard for rookies.
Mac, how are you liking your team so far now after taking Kelsey first?
I'm not hating it. I have people shooting fireworks off right now. Sorry if you can hear that back there.
America. No apologies. America.
Love it.
In a state where you can legally do that, which is nice.
I hope it is fireworks and not something else. The Mish took Jamar Chase after me. So, what was your question, Regan?
No, I was asking you how you liked your team, with taking that tight end.
My team. Yeah. So Travis Kelce, if I didn't take Travis Kelce there, he would have been gone by the time he got back to me. I would have taken Aaron Jones, and then I probably would have taken Eckler or Mixon or Diggs. So I wouldn't mind that either. But then I'd have to wait. Waller and Kittle wouldn't have made it back to me, so I'd have my choice of Pitts or Andrews or Hawkinson later on. I don't know. I think I could do worse. I
do like it.
I think it's working out pretty well for me so far. Travis Kelce first.
All right, boys.
He's going Odell. We can already see it.
Here we go. I know. I'm tipping my hand here. But, I think right now it's between Odell Beckham and Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson gets, he's going to get well over 100 targets. He's probably going to have close to 100 receptions, although his yard per reception is probably going to be down a little bit. But 6'8". I mean, how do you pass on Odell here with his talent and his capability, and hopefully he can turn it back around.
I probably would have passed for Justin Herbert, to be honest with you, but that's just me. I'm a big fan of that guy. He was awesome last year. He carried my team. It was sick. He was a good waiver
Fair
pickup.
enough. One quarterback league, I don't know. But after Beckham, got Chase Claypool, Justin Herbert, DJ Chark, and Kyle. You're up 6-12.
6-12. I have
you only got one wide receiver.
I only have one wide receiver. Who needs him? Honestly.
You and I will be doing some trades.
Not big on wide receivers. Do I have a lot of time left? Because I didn't even...
18 seconds.
Who's this Deontay Johnson guy? Is that the guy you said was overrated?
No.
Oh, that's the guy he was just talking about of getting 100 catches and so on.
All right, that's not who I want. I'm going to go with the Waddle guy because I heard you guys say his name a bunch, but I feel like that's probably a bad pick. God damn it.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's good?
I'm sure it's going to be good. We'll see.
No, it's not good.
Not great. All right.
Right.
Way to throw me under the bus there. Nice if they showed the stats from last year. That would be good.
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
I just want to play the drum.
That's what Kyle.
That's why it's in my head. I'm like, I have to pick this guy because I heard the song so much. Waddle, waddle. All right.
That's why he produces.
That's the only reason.
That's literally it because I listen to the music. I don't know, man. I gave this guy a shot last year. I'll give him a shot this year, see what happens, but it's probably not going to work out for me.
No, they said they're going to start throwing more.
Yeah,
I definitely want on Johnson, Devontae Johnson. I mean, what's his name?
Deontay?
Johnson from Pittsburgh. Yeah, from Pittsburgh. Over probably both those guys, but they're still you got the position you needed, and they have upside.
I was just avoiding Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. Wasn't excited about Pittsburgh at all.
Honestly, and sometimes that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So Kyle picked Marquise Brown at 7-1. Then we had Deontay Johnson 7-2, T. Higgins 7-3, Chanel at 7-4. Kyle, you're not the only one that feels that way. A lot of people, if you look at if you look on Twitter and the fantasy community, a lot of people are kind of staying away from the Pittsburgh offense.
That's my people.
So right here, a lot of pressure. You know what? At this point, I'm going to go with my quarterback. I'm going to take a risk here, but this paid off for me last year. I'm going to go Aaron Rodgers at 7-5.
Ooh.
Ballsy. So
all right. I know we're only mocking right now, but Kyle disappeared on us. He's hiding in shame. But
nice.
I'm still here on my end. So
all right.
Thunderstorm.
We are hoping that Aaron Rodgers comes back for all of our sakes, especially me with Aaron Jones as well. I would really appreciate if he came back. But when it comes time for the season to start, you'll have a better idea if he is still holding on or if he's going to play. I'm betting he will play, so I don't hate the pick right there. Bit too early for me going quarterback right there, but could have done worse.
You got to push those straps back. Push them back as far as you can.
Yeah, the problem is when you're doing 7 like you are,
6.
you only have so much time. Oh, no, that's Ryan. Ryan, you're in 7 leagues now.
Just about, yeah.
Oh, you're in 6 leagues, Regan? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I'm in 1, so.
Who's up? Oh, it's me. You are in 1.
He is in 1.
Thanks for the invite, guys. I really appreciate it.
And he does well.
After Aaron Rodgers is Leonard Fournette, Cortland Sutton, James Conner. I was kind of hoping he would drop to me here. Noah Fant. 20 seconds left. Ooh, Brandon Cooks here. Nope.
I almost went Brandon Cooks because I just know him.
I want to go another running back here. PPR machine.
Chase Edmonds.
Yeah, take a chance on it. Chase Edmonds here. We'll see who rises to the top here. Connolly, I wanted the goal line guy, but since it's PPR format, Chase Edmonds, he's a good flex play on a bye week for Myles Gaskin and Aaron Jones. I can plug him in, and I could do a lot worse. So I know I keep saying that. I apologize.
Reeves, you got a shout out here in the chat. It says
Can you guys
Regan
hear those fireworks right now or no?
Sure can.
I feel him.
Okay.
Riggs, you had a little bit of a shout out here in the chat. Jared says Regan with the steal, Godwin dropping to round 4, 15 plus points in the 12 games he played in 2020. So Jared coming in with a nice stat and the compliment.
Appreciate it, Jared. Yeah, that's honestly my hopes, and I'm hoping he can turn it up a little bit more. And like I said, hopefully Mike Evans. Oh, in my case, Mike Evans doesn't get that 1,000 yards. Maybe he gets shares him a little bit. You know, Tom Brady loves throwing to him.
I got him! I got him! Right, kid, don't get penisy!
That's a good pick. Don't let it go to your head.
Gotcha. All right, so I'm at the turn right here. I'm going to go Kenyon Drake just for upside. At this point in time, I need to start establishing some backup run game. Raheem Mostert in his injury list. And I'm right here at the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams out of 12 have gotten quarterbacks. I see Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Tom Brady. You know, it's
Derek Carr.
Yeah. That being said, I'm going to pass on those, and I feel like I should just go. Oh man, Mike Gesicki, I like at the turn.
I love Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, I know you do.
You're what?
You know what, guys?
Gesicki.
Oh, man, this is tough.
This guy does 6 drafts. Are you serious?
Yeah, and I plan accordingly.
A lot of practice.
Oh man, Jarvis Landry.
Ooh.
That happened.
That's all right.
That's not bad.
All right.
No, I did that on purpose.
8th round. So you wouldn't want to take the number 1 target in Brandon Cooks.
Jarvis Landry is the number 1 target.
Yeah, but on a run-heavy offense, all right. So in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have taken Chase Edmonds there. I didn't want Judy. I didn't really want Drake. But I think if I went wide receiver there in Brandon Cooks or Will Fuller, I think I'm going to go Will Fuller here because I know he won't get back to me. I need another wide receiver, but I should have taken David Johnson. He's the only running back leading the room. Yeah, I'm going to take Will Fuller here, and I'll explain why. So David Johnson, only running back that's probably going to rise to the top in Houston. They're going to check down to him because the quarterbacks, you got Tyrod Taylor there, or Mills that might take over. Who knows? We know Deshaun Watson most likely won't play. We won't even get into that. But in a PPR format, I could easily see him getting 60 catches plus this season. So as a flex play, I think David Johnson might have been a better pick than Chase Edmonds. But again, in the 7th round, I'm like, I might be reaching a bit. I don't know. Ryan, what are your thoughts? Did I miss there or?
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like opportunity, obviously Edmonds is going to split time with Connor. Johnson's probably going to be, like you said, the clear-cut favorite, especially coming out of the backfield and catching passes. And I totally agree with you. I fully plan on taking David Johnson if he drops to me here.
Good for you.
Oh, Mish coming in with Brandon Cooks.
There you go.
Yeah, I definitely wanted David Johnson as well, Mac. I was in between him and Jarvis Landry, and you know how much I don't like running backs, so it's tough to take back-to-back running backs for me.
But that would be a lot right there. Probably only get 1 out of those 3 to actually be worth something. So,
right.
Can we also talk about Fuller coming off of a cycle and probably going to have the best season of his life? So
I
Right?
hope so.
Yeah, he's
I hope
Jack
so.
now. He's Miami for
Nailed
sure.
it.
He's only going to be able to play 16 games, though.
True.
All right.
Oh man.
Will Fuller as
Unfortunate-
wide receiver 4 is pretty solid, though, I will say.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Juju Smith-Schuster, Fuller. Not too shabby. I like that.
Yeah.
Mine's obviously better, but I do like that.
A juiced Fuller. Just we keep leaving that out. I feel like that's important.
Connolly with Robbie Anderson. I like that one. Mike Gesicki went after that. Tyler Boyd and Ryan, you were on the clock.
All right. Another comment here in the chat. So Conley said that he likes Williams to Jared. Javonte Williams at 5'11". Says it gives him time to increase his touches as the year goes on, and he doesn't have to sacrifice his starting spot in case Gordon starts for at the beginning of the year. So, what do you guys think? You like Javonte Williams there at 5'11", or do you think it's too soon for him? I guess.
It's not bad, especially at that turn. Like there really wasn't much after that either. So there were Raheem Mostert and Melvin Gordon are the only two that went in the next round.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be willing to hold on to him to see what shakes out. You can't drop him too early like
Correct.
Antonio Gibson last year, Ryan. You have to hold on, be patient with him. So as long as you are committed to that, nothing wrong with that pick there.
In my defense, I drafted Antonio Gibson in like the 11th round, not the 5th round. So I think Jared plans on holding on to him. After David Johnson, Zach Moss, Corey Davis, Joe Burrow goes 8'11", and Kyle, you're on the clock at 8'12".
69, baby. Rob Gronkowski. Let's go. Did I pick him? I messed that up. Hold on a second.
Is
How does
he
this work?
87?
Did I not pick? Is he gonna pick already? What's happening? I think I broke the app, so we're good here. I'm not gonna get him now. Messed up.
Need me to fix something? What happened?
I was looking for Rob
Mike
Gronkowski.
Davis, still a great pick.
All right. Well, I guess that's better than what I was gonna do.
Mike Davis. No, I wanted it.
Great
I wanted
pick.
him
He
back.
wouldn't have got back to you.
You don't think so? Yeah.
No, not with the
Alright.
slim running back room.
Yeah, true.
So Kyle, you got another pick. So now you got 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and quarterback. So really, it's just backup. And you went Rob Gronkowski.
Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah, and his 69 is from basketball in high school, isn't it?
I
He
just know
stopped-
that he loves 69, so I just given him a shout out on that.
Perfect. I'm sure
At
you
one point,
enjoyed
he
that.
had 69 touchdowns. He was pretty proud of. So honestly,
I
I'm not
don't know
upset
how to
about
follow
it.
this conversation.
I'm not upset about it. It's whatever. It is what it is.
So after Gronk comes
Uh,
Rashad Bateman,
I'm doing
Curtis
that right on the mic.
Samuel, Trevor Lawrence at 9'4", and Josiah Report today says the Eagles are planning on really targeting Dallas Goedert. So at 9'5", I'm going to take
There
my
you
starting
go.
tight end here. I'm going to take Dallas
Nice.
Goedert.
Who's doing research in the middle of a mock draft? This guy is dedicated.
Hey, we do it for the people.
Who take Team 7 backup QB? No, 6 and 7. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, they're computers. They don't know any better. They don't
I'm
listen.
full-
I'm
to
gonna
Just the
text
Tip.
Team 6 right now. Want me to
They
check?
don't listen to Just the Tip, or they don't follow us on our social media handles at Just the Tip FFP.
Perfect
Guys
time
that
plug.
do, you're welcome. All right, so Team 6 auto-picked with Tom Brady, then Matt Stafford. Oh, Regan, you wanted Stafford to drop to you, didn't you?
Why do you think I got mad? Between
Yeah.
Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford, I was excited.
All right, then Trey Sermon, auto-pick there. Deshaun Watson, auto-pick there. Oof,
Oh, yeah.
gross.
Trey Sermon. I was looking forward to that pick too.
Right. So,
That's
do I go quarterback here with the 9th? I don't think I'm going to.
I mean, reports
Now-
say that Jameis Winston's still on the board, so that's
The reports are correct.
Yeah, all right.
Ooh.
I think. Wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Don't pick Jared.
Every mock draft.
Dude, it said I had 20 seconds. It said I had 20 seconds.
You didn't, apparently.
Wow, okay.
Is that Hey,
I
Jalen
won't
Hurts,
change my
that's your
play.
boy,
I'm
though.
trying to
That's your
talk
boy.
it. No,
Love
it is my
Jalen.
boy, but it's too early. Okay, so I want to take Michael Carter here because he's a rookie that I believe will make some noise. All right. He'll be the number 1 running back, hopefully. And Jared's getting really mad at me right now because he probably wanted him. But I will reserve the draft right now.
Oh man,
He took A.J. Dillon. I don't
Makes
know
it
if that's
tough for
what
me,
he
guys.
wanted. If he texts you, we'll change it. But
I'll wait to the end of my pick to make mine. So that makes it kind of tough for me, guys. So you guys both didn't take QBs. So just obviously it's going to come back around.
My QB will come back around to me.
All right, so do what you got to do. But Jared's still there, and teams are already taking backup QBs. I love Jalen Hurts. Ryan Tannehill is amazing at this point. I still do need a tight end, and I need some obviously some more running back depth. I'll be saying that the entire draft, though. So
You only have 3 more picks left, too.
I love.
After
Really?
this one. Yep.
So that's a good call. So I love Damian Harris here and Logan Thomas. That's who I think I'm going to go with.
You like Damian Harris, even though you think Cam Newton's going to start and take away a lot of the goal line opportunities, huh?
I don't think he's going to be there the whole season. I'm going back on my prediction.
Oh, okay.
Sadly.
I also think. Oh, he hasn't drafted him yet. Never mind.
No, I got Logan Thomas right now, and I'm in between Damian Harris, and I'm thinking about going Ryan Tannehill and just, stacking up that Julio to Tannehill connection. I think I'm going to do it.
That's a tough one. Winston.
Damian Harris. You know what?
No, God!
Wow.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Was that to Winston? Was that to Winston or what he was doing?
Thank you. Oh, nope. I really thought he was going to go Ryan Tannehill there, and I got cocky thinking that he would drop to me. Oh, all right. Jared took Hunter Henry after you took Logan Thomas and Damian Harris on the turn. Now the 10th. Why is this picking for me?
He got Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was like, wait, Tannehill? I thought...
No, okay. It's set to auto. That's why. Excuse me, everybody.
I remember my first time.
Oh, my God. I'm going to
get
end this
man,
draft.
I can't.
Almost just clicked end.
This mock draft is getting out of hand. Just so everybody knows, there's no mulligans in an actual draft.
Unless it's live.
If you click the auto button, you're autoed. That's
Max
just a
gonna be
tip.
putting up stickers at a live draft and then walking up and peeling them off, and
Oh, he's doing it. He's going back.
he is.
I'm
Oh
changing
yeah.
it because I was explaining it, and I don't know why it's taking him. It was on auto pick for some reason.
We can talk about this off.
Because I was gonna take
Mish
him.
is gonna be pissed.
No, Mish took. He took Irv Smith.
He's just auto picking.
Conley is gonna.
Conley. Oh boy. He's typing. Let's see what he says.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here it comes.
Well,
Game time.
You can watch the episode and find out what happened.
Remember the tip that Matt gave in our 5-point stance. Said, "Don't be a dick."
Genius.
Unless you were born that way, which he was. So.
He said, "How did I lose Tannehill?" I love it. So what had happened? And then Ryan responded with,
This is not a cheerocracy. Sorry, bro.
"This
No
poor
takesies,
soul."
backsies, dude. No takesies, backsies.
Nope.
That's
That's
like
what it
first
was
grade
supposed
recess.
to be. No, that technical difficulties. I didn't wait for the clock to run out. That just auto picked for me, and I was already going to take Tannehill, and I was scared that Regan was taking him.
And Justin Fields.
Justin Fields over Jalen Hurts. Really? All right.
So Reeks, I want to point out that you were criticizing Team 6 and Team 7 for taking a backup quarterback. Mish, our boy Mish, not only took a backup quarterback, but took Deshaun Watson.
He's hoping that he comes back later in the season.
I guess so. Yeah. He's a good guy to camp on your bench in a single quarterback redraft. Okay, here we go.
This is the problem when you
Uh,
have a bunch of auto picks. So after Ryan Tannehill is Irv Smith, Justin Fields. We will edit what happened in post, so nobody will
Nobody
know.
I just feel like we won't though.
What, you act like you have the power. Robert Tunyon, Michael Pittman. Sorry there, Ryan Haynes. You missed out on Pittman. And Antonio Brown in the 10th round. Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Debo Samuel, Jalen Hurts, and Naheem Hines. And Kyle, you're on the clock.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Kyle's team.
Kyle's team's a little interesting. I feel like I need another wide receiver, but I don't know who to pick. I could use a tip, but I'm not gonna take any.
You know,
Kyle's
Michael
gonna
Gallup,
be like, oh, go ahead, Reeks. Go ahead, Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup and Mike Williams. You can't really go wrong in the 10th round with either of those guys.
Nope.
I was gonna say I heard Baker Mayfield likes 69, so I think you should take him.
Or Todd Gurley.
In this case, you can take any man that plays NFL.
I'm just gonna keep stacking it on. And then if this guy has another great season, I feel like he was worth
Like
adding. Didn't Beasley go crazy last year, or am I just making that stuff up?
No, he did. Then he went crazy in the offseason with rants.
Oh, well.
He's still playing, and he's going to be good. They do have
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanders now that will take the John Brown spot, but
Who?
I think Cole Beasley is a great. I can't take our producer seriously.
Is it
No,
like 2015 Denver Broncos, or like is he good again? I don't know what's happening.
He's good. He's not going to play the whole season. He'll get injured as usual.
Fair enough.
All right, so right here,
I'm not on auto pick. I just checked. All right. I know I'm coming
Good.
up soon.
first of all, I want to comment on my Antonio Brown pick. This is like a really
I
hot
was
thing
trying to, yeah.
in the community, man. Like Antonio Brown is hot right now, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm not totally convinced, but right now I'm going to go with a guy who I think is going to get a fair amount of targets. Justin Fields in Chicago. I think that offense moves quickly this year to try to get Justin Fields some momentum throughout each drive. So they're going to be working fast, and he's going to be targeted heavily.
Wait, didn't you know
Darnell
that Andy Dalton?
Mooney.
Andy Dalton's starting though?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, week 1, and he won't be starting week 2.
He'll be benched before
Accurate.
Halftime.
He's not even starting the second half.
No.
All right, after Darnell Mooney, Devontae Parker. Team 7 took Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Ooh,
And
your
I
boy.
tweeted out, man, that Jared Goff's working with him, trying to teach him some stuff that Cooper Kupp would do with his routes. Take that for what it's worth. It's all good news that comes out of OTAs, mini camps, and all that until preseason. That's when you really see it. But I believe he will be a PPR steady rookie coming out this year. So keep an eye on him.
Dude, the computer just reached. That never happens. That was like 20 picks. Good for them.
Well, he wasn't going to go with Todd Gurley.
Sleeper, not a sponsor, is doing it right.
Doing it right.
Yeah, well, Todd Gurley goes to me. Shut up. Auto pick. Oh, that sucks.
All right.
So I have 2 more picks left. All right. So recapping my team real quick. Travis Kelce, Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, Myles Gaskin, Juju Smith-Schuster, Chase Edmonds, Will Fuller, Michael Carter, and Ryan Tannehill as my quarterback. So I really just need to fill in some bench pieces. So this is the point where you're going to take who you think's going to break out, who you think's going to fill in for you. And this might be a bit of a reach here. I'm gonna.
Which one of your picks hasn't been?
All right, I'm gonna take him. I think this is gonna be Jamal Williams is gonna be the Kareem Hunt this year, where he's gonna fill in, get a lot of PPR points, and outproduce his ADP by a wide margin. But in the 11th round, hey, take a shot on him, see what happens, be a little patient, see how it shakes out. No harm will come from it, in my opinion. With Jared on the clock now, 30 seconds left. Regan, what are you hoping that happens here?
I'm going to do a little stack over here, so I'll show you in a minute. But I did it last year, and it actually really panned out for me. Yeah, so you see exactly what you were saying. You're just looking for your backups and stuff like that, fill your bench. You do that unless you haven't filled a whole roster spot like I did and didn't grab a QB. So with my last 2 picks, I'm actually going to go back-to-back QBs. Last year, I grabbed Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen and turned it into Alvin Kamara and Josh Allen after some trades and whatnot, and it really panned out and ended up winning the league. So I'm going to try to take a shot, and I'm going to go – it's not my – I'm in between Kirk Cousins, Baker Mayfield, Matt Ryan. I'm going to go with Matt Ryan scares me, lost Julio, Baker Mayfield.
We'll get to Matt Ryan in a couple weeks. Yes, good job. Do not take Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I'm going Kirk Cousins, and I'm going to follow it up with Trey Lance, hoping that he gets a starting job and can possibly become my starter later on in the season.
Oh, Kirk Cousins. Oh.
Okay. Dude, Kirk Cousins, he was like number 1 QB for a few weeks last year.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the season, man. No, he's good, man.
Ugh. Gross.
Very underrated.
Oh, Kyle.
This is why we don't let the producer on here too much for those that are listening.
Put me back in my cage.
Get off the screen. Oh,
yes,
there you go.
Winston. Let's go. 500,000 passing yards this year.
And that's something we
know.
know.
Taysom Hill is going to be playing. All right. So I'm glad I didn't take the guy I thought I was going to play. Take him. Where is he? Bit of a reach. No, not a bit of a reach. No, I guess kind of. But in the 12th round, I'm taking Marvin Jones. All right. Now, I know you guys who have been listening hear me talk a lot of crap about Jacksonville Jaguars. But Marvin Jones is a guy that this coaching staff and GM targeted. All right. They didn't inherit all the players that they have now. So they targeted Trevor Lawrence, obviously, Etienne, and Marvin Jones Jr. So I believe he'll have a very productive season. He's going to be a flex play, filling on bye weeks. In the 12th round, I like it. He can go off and have a real boom game. Hopefully I get lucky and it happens on the week I need him. After that, Mish took McCole Hardman. Elijah Moore went to Connolly. Devin Singletary, Evan Ingram. Then Ryan's on the clock. What were you going to say, Regan?
No, I did actually just want to bring up Jared's comment. So he brought up, obviously, that we both didn't take a QB until our last picks. Mm-hmm. And he called my Kirk Cousins pick a terrible pick.
Ooh.
Love it.
Of course you do. Which I totally understand where he's coming from, but he is a good starting QB in the NFL, and like I said, I hope that Trey Lance can eventually take over. I don't know what that means after he took Watson, who's not even the starter, but we'll find out. Jameis Winston, I mean. I said Watson.
Ooh, yeah, it's all right. They both won't be playing. Yep. That was the other guy I was thinking there, Ryan. It was between Jones and Gage. But, yeah.
I went Gage only because, and I was looking at Henry Ruggs too, who I'm high on this year, but Calvin Ridley, just to make sure if Ridley goes down, Gage pops into number 1. I have the number 1 Falcon receiver regardless, so feeling good about that.
You do not have Kyle Pitts.
I don't have Kyle Pitts, but I do think Russell Gage gets more targets than Kyle Pitts this year.
Okay.
Ballsy, even though he just got a $47 million guaranteed contract.
I have nothing to support my claims, just a feeling.
Okay. I love it.
I'm just gonna
Bernard.
silently do my
Bud
pick in the
Light
background.
presents Real Men of Genius.
That's me.
Real Men of Genius. Today we salute you, Mr.
producer taking Giovanni Bernard
Giovanni
his last
Bernard, man.
pick to finish
Yeah.
it off, man.
He had a
Before that was
solid
Matt.
season last year. I'm just saying. Sorry. Just
Did he have a solid season last year?
He did have a solid season last year.
Oh, okay. I don't think so, but sure. Matt Ryan before that, Kenneth Gainwell, and Zach Ertz, team 4. That was after Russell Gage, and before Giovanni Bernard. So yeah, guys, not a bad draft here. That was fun. This is just practice, but I'm liking my team here. Let's Regan. Let's recap what your team is, please.
First overall.
Oh,
sorry. So I got
just your whole team.
The wishful thinking. We'll start off in route. So Kirk Cousins will be my starter. Hopefully Trey Lance takes over midseason. Wide receivers, I got Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Devonta Smith, and Jarvis Landry. I love my wide receiving core. Literally, I have no worries whatsoever of me not having a good wide receiver week. That being said, my running backs, not so much.
Can I interrupt you right there real quick?
I'd rather
you're
not.
Worried. Oh, okay.
No, just kidding. Carry on.
Aaron Rodgers not there, and you're not worried about Devontae Adams having the same production.
I'm not. I think, I guess it is wishful thinking that Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, and at this point in time, I drafted as if he was.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to put it in context for people. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would assume that Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, and a top 3 wide receiver for sure. So I just was curious your thoughts.
And Derek Carr's a good substitute for Aaron Rodgers as well.
Do you guys see Derek Carr on this board at all?
Yeah, nope. he's going to Green Bay. There's going to be a solid trade there. Solid trade.
I like it, buddy. All right, and then my running backs, Joe Mixon, who I think is going to be a solid running back this year, Raheem Mostert, Kenyon Drake, and Damian Harris. I am shaky in the running back room. I will need to make some moves. That being said, like we always say, you do not win your draft. You don't win your season in the draft. So, there's always going to be places to move. And Logan Thomas is my tight end, who I think is going to be a solid tight end. I might need to stream once in a while, but we'll see. Mac, what do you think about my team?
Did you say your quarterback, Joe?
Yeah, I started off with that. Kirk Cousins, Trey Lance hopefully comes back in. It takes over.
There we go. No, I don't think your team's bad, man. I love your wide receivers. Running back, I would not have gone Joe Mixon there. I would have gone Aaron Jones or Austin Eckler. Even though you have a receiver already on Green Bay, I still would have sacrificed that bye week. I wouldn't care. I would take one of those, or both of those, excuse me, with my 1-2 right there. Because I have, in my dynasty, Justin Jefferson and Dalvin Cook, and it is pretty gnarly what I do to opponents. So it's pretty nice.
I do try to stay away from stacking players from different positions. Sometimes just, because sometimes if one goes off, the other one doesn't.
Stacking the same team?
Yeah, correct. Because sometimes if they have a bad game or whatever, everybody does bad. So I usually try to stay away from that. And then when it came to Eckler, who went right after Joe Mixon, just the injury concerns for me. I know Mixon's been in the injury concerns, but with them getting rid of Giovanni Bernard, and I think they have faith in him that they're just going to stick with him as their workhorse this year.
Alrighty. Kyle, want to recap your team for us? That's weird saying that, huh?
That is weird because I don't know if it's much of a team. So
at least he's honest.
Should I start from the top? Quarterback Russell Wilson. I think he's just sick of losing, so he's going to put up big numbers this year for sure. He has Metcalf, still has Lockett there, right? So he's got some options. His running backs,
a big money bag, so
yeah, his running backs
$69 million. So
stop it.
Should like that. Yeah,
really?
He does.
That is awesome.
Lockett did.
You did.
Then Derrick Henry going first overall. I think he's gonna be the breadwinner this year as far as not getting injured and adding
True.
Julio there. Yeah, they may throw the ball more, but that's gonna open up the defense I think a little bit. So he's gonna have room to run. James Robinson, he did well for me last year. I don't know if he's going to do good this year, but that was kind of just he did it last year, so I'm giving him it again. And
Not
In the
bad.
fourth round, it's not a bad pick, man. Like
Yeah.
you look at the other running backs, David Montgomery, maybe I would take. Oh no, excuse me, I'm looking at the rounds differently. Kareem Hunt is after that, and Myles Gaskin, maybe those two, but you know, either one of them could take the starting point,
Right.
starting spot at any time during the season. Excuse me, carry on.
No, I feel like he was like top 5 for like a good chunk of the season, so
No, he was. You're right.
probably not a bad pick. Then I'll just skip to Waller. Waller's just the only man in Vegas right now, so I'm gonna give it to him. He's gonna carry that team on his back. I feel like it. That's the only
That's
option I
usually
have
what
there.
he does. Yep.
And then, yeah, I mean the rest is kind of speaks for itself. It's all bad, so I don't think I need to get.
It's not all bad.
Waddle, Waddle, Waddle was because of the song, you know. Justin Jefferson, obviously, you know, he had a great year last year,
pick.
so
Great pick. Yep.
yeah, I'm not complaining there. Rob Gronkowski's always a safety net, you know. Not a bad plug, week to week.
Touchdown a game.
Touchdown a game, exactly.
Let's highlight a couple. Mike Williams and Mike Davis there. All right, Mike Davis is going to have the starting role in Atlanta in the 8th round, dude. Back in the 8th round. That's a great pick there, dude.
Thanks, man.
I love that one. Mike Williams, if they're going to be passing and they have a harder schedule, like Regan brought up, they're going to need that big body of Mike Williams down there. And I believe he's in a contract year as well. So
Yeah.
the 10th round, I like that one a lot.
Herbert's a gunslinger, too, so you're getting the ball if you're running on that field. Herbert's the man. I love Herbert.
Williams just puts his body out there, like sacrifices his body on every catch.
Yeah,
so
that is
it's just
true.
I've just literally seen him catch the ball and land flat on his back like 6 feet.
Jumps high, but doesn't know how to land on his feet.
Yeah,
It's
his
great.
feet aren't there.
Ryan, what do you think of Kyle's team? Is it that bad that he's thinking, or
No, I like it actually. And your point with the mics, Mac, I was actually going to make that point, but Cole Beasley even coming off the bench, he had, let's see here, looks like 14 double-digit PPR games last year. So, you know, a guy coming off your bench is like your wide receiver 4 or 5, whatever. That's pretty solid.
I think last year that's what people planned for him, too, and then he just became a starter. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
He won me a league last year.
yeah, sometimes
Honestly.
you get those guys that you have to pick up, or you had in a later round, and he's your number 1 starter, and they carry you. But you know who's really going to carry you?
Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle.
You couldn't
He's
let
gonna
that be one.
He's this year's Justin Jefferson. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to get that crazy. I am excited to see him play, though, in the pros and on Miami. I love it. Ryan, let's recap your team.
Sure. So we got, let's see here. Let me get to it.
Oh,
Quarterback, the man. Quarterback 1 last year. Aaron Rodgers, picking him at 7.5. Last year got him in the 8th round, and it was a beautiful thing. Antonio Gibson, David Montgomery at running back. So a decent running back room. David Montgomery was one of the top fantasy scorers over the second half of last season. Wide receivers, Tyreek Hill, Calvin Ridley, to go along in my flex with Adam Thielen and Odell Beckham. So Odell Beckham as my 4th receiver. I'm also feeling good about that. He had 133 targets in 2019. If he can get anywhere close to that this year, as my wide receiver 4, I would really like that. Adam Thielen had 14 touchdowns last year, so clearly the red zone target, and that offense really hasn't changed much, so I don't see that really changing. And Dallas Goedert is my tight end. So on the bench, running back David Johnson, Mac already highlighted it. Like, he's the main guy there. In a PPR format, they're going to be dumping down a lot. And Antonio Brown, Darnell Mooney, Russell Gage, wide receivers coming off my bench. They're going to be highly targeted. I'm happy with those guys. What do you guys think? What's your critique?
You only went with one
right.
QB. That's scary.
Yeah,
It's not that scary.
I'll do
Well,
the
then-
same thing.
Yeah,
I'll just
I didn't get that review, so I'm good.
No, but he picked Aaron Rodgers, and I I guess we all went into this draft saying that he was going to play. I guess it doesn't. If you were, if they still didn't know before the season started, so we're drafting in August, and they still don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to be there, you're obviously going to stack him with somebody. So obviously you were fine in this draft, but later on, just we got to keep in mind.
Oh, for sure. And I think quarterback, even if you look at quarterback right now, let's say Rodgers doesn't play, which would be unfortunate. There's still plenty of quarterbacks to choose from in a one quarterback format from the waiver wire. I mean, off the top of my head, Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Baker Mayfield. You have all these guys.
No,
so I'm not too concerned about it.
Plenty of leftovers.
And you took advantage with not wasting that. It took advantage of not wasting that pick because your team is deep. It's actually really good. I loved your last pick too, Russell Gage, the 12th round. Can't beat that.
Yeah, he's pretty good, man. We'll see how he turns out. So he's got the talent, but yeah, I like it.
All right, Big Mac.
Oh, you want me to go?
Sure.
Probably can just not talk about your team at all.
Oh, okay, if you want. Wow. Sorry.
So I'll just go down the list here real quick. Travis Kelce with a 1.10. All right, first time I'm doing a tight end first round. We'll see how it turns out. Aaron Jones and Myles Gaskin as my starting running backs. Then I have Keenan Allen in the 3rd round, Mike Evans in the 4th, and Juju Smith-Schuster in the 6th, and Will Fuller in the 8th. That's a pretty studly wide receiver group right there, if I do say so myself. All right, then I got some filler guys. Chase Edmonds. All right, he's a filler on the bye week. Flex play. Michael Carter, rookie for the Jets, running back there. I hope he turns out to be their number one guy and gets the volume like James Robinson did last year. Not saying the same production, just the volume. That's what I want to see. And then Jamal Williams with Detroit. They want to run the ball. Mr. Kneecap Chewing Guy wants to run the ball, get the running backs involved, and he'll have his days, man. So he'll fill in all right. My last pick, Marvin Jones with Jacksonville. He can get you 4 touchdowns a game, and then he could do a goose egg. So a bit risky if I start him, but the boom play would be nice. And then I wanted House Tannister, so I could. And it's not working, of course.
When that happens.
I hate when that happens. Of course. But Ryan Tannehill in the 10th round as my starting QB. So, all right. Lay it on me, boys.
Ryan. Well, how do you feel?
Greek mythology, the Titans were greater even than the gods. They
Please.
ruled their universe with absolute power. Well, that football field out there tonight, that's our universe.
I love me some Denzel.
Let's.
Can't go wrong.
Man. Love him. All right, Ryan, you keep shaking your head, so I don't know if people can see it. But
I actually can't even see it, so.
You can't see it. All right.
It's the
technical difficulties.
Shades on.
Yeah, Mac, anytime you break down your team during these mocks, I just have the natural instinct to just do this the whole time.
Okay.
Like, oh, man. No, I like it. We'll see how it plays out. I definitely like Tannehill at 10-3. It kind of made me regret taking Rodgers at 7-5. I didn't think Tannehill would kind of hang around for the next 3 rounds. I like the Aaron Jones pick. I like Keenan Allen at 310. I like this. Travis Kelce.
You are just hung up on that first round pick.
I don't know. He could have had.
You would like my team, all right, if I took Diggs, because that would have been my pick if Travis Kelce was gone. I would have taken Diggs.
Yeah.
And then a tight end I probably would have taken would have been.
Where was Gaskin?
I would probably take Kittle if I could on the way back. I would take Diggs, then Kittle in that second round, probably. I want one of those top 3 tight ends, man. I do not want to be left out of that. So that's my strategy, and I'm sticking to it. For those of you that are listening, that I am in your league, you better watch out.
Oh, God.
I like it.
It's very threatening.
I like the Travis Kelce in the first round right there.
I just for Kyle, though, I just want to say one more thing.
King Kong ain't got shit on me!
Oh, it's so good. It's also good when Jamie Kennedy does it, but
True. But you wanted Denzel.
I
so.
wanted some Denzel for sure.
Yeah.
I want
All
to
right,
point out
continue
one
on,
thing on
Regan.
Kelsey though is that
Okay, go ahead.
I'd be nervous about Mahomes and Kelsey's health because those guys are going to be falling apart soon. How long can they keep it together? Seriously.
Till the end of time, man.
Yeah, I don't
Or
think
just this
so.
year. That's
Not
all I
Kelsey.
care about this year. Well,
Kelsey plays through injury.
that's true. He does.
How'd that pan out for you, Regan?
With Kelsey? Oh, in real football? Not
I think you guys are the same age. You're feeling it right now, right?
Yeah, isn't he like 33? Is he 31?
He's
Oh,
31, gonna be 32 this
feels
season, so.
disappointing.
Spot on, huh?
He's also like a foot taller than me. All right,
And better looking.
He's not 7'1", but still.
I think Max Kellerman has been saying Brady is going to be washed up for about 20 years now, so I feel like that might happen with Mahomes too. How much longer can he keep doing it? Oh, he's 48. He's still doing it. Oh, okay. All right.
I didn't say washed up. I'm looking at the injuries from last year. Dude popped a knee out in the game, popped it back in, almost broke his ankle during the Super Bowl or something. Was it the Super Bowl? I don't even know what game that was, but
What are you talking about?
Mahomes. He had some nasty things happen to him. Some gnarly injuries last year.
No, that was 2 seasons ago, I think.
And kneecap one was gross though.
Yeah.
The ankle was last year.
No more criticizing my team. Was it last year? No, you can criticize it, Regan. Go ahead.
I just I do like Keenan Allen and Mike Evans in 3-4, and I actually have been doing a lot of mock drafts trying to grab Kelsey around the 9, 10, 11 pick, and I've actually liked the teams. You tend to fall off a little bit when it comes to like running back, just like we said, you're not going to get a good running back and after the top 8 for the most part. Or at least you're not going to feel comfortable about it. But I like the team, and it all has potential. So
yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I get him in a real draft before the season starts, and hopefully all those guys stay healthy. We'll have a quick leftovers, but before we get there, we just want to thank you all for watching us on YouTube at Just the Tip, a fantasy football podcast. Thanks to our producer for putting the video together and our audio. And
joining us.
You're welcome.
Joining us, man.
I can say it now.
We appreciate it. And we want to invite you to listen to us on audio platforms as well. Apple, Spotify, Google, and Amazon podcasts. Give us a 5-star review, follow, subscribe, download the episode, like and share us on Facebook. Same handles for social media is Just a Tip, FFP. And just give us a shout out. Throw something in the comments. What did you like about the draft? What you hated about it? How awesome Ryan's jersey looks.
Are you going to say your
Kyle
team?
to the video.
We actually can't see Ryan right now, so his jersey does look amazing, though. We'll post a picture of one of the handles.
We will be on Twitter at
He looks
JustTheTipFFP. There we go. Leftovers, real quick. Kyle, you got anything?
Thanks for having me, boys. That's my leftovers. It was fun. And I
Regan,
suck at fantasy drafts.
You do not.
Only going to get better, buddy.
Turn left.
This is why you mock. Learn.
Just keep listening.
This is actually my first mock. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is my first mock draft ever. So you guys just took my mock draft, Jerry.
We just popped your mock draft.
Nice.
With more than just the tip, I hope.
No, that's all you needed, baby.
That's all it needed, man. That's all it was needed. Regan, you got anything?
I guess, do you guys are we gonna make a poll for this? You guys think? For
we're gonna put it on. We'll make a graph. We'll let people vote and stuff. We'll see if we want to involve the other people that were participating. I'm just kidding. We will.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for let's see, Mish, we got Connolly, Jared joining us. We really appreciate it, guys. That made it better than just a CPU picking. Why do you keep shaking your head, Ryan?
Mish,
yes.
Mish.
He made 2 picks.
He had a little bit of a chaotic night. He texted me and apologized for dropping the ball there.
I'm more than the ball.
Just like Daniel Jones does all the time with those tiny hands.
Trips at the 1.
And Derek Carr, just saying.
Ryan, what do you got?
Yes, sir. Not a whole heck of a lot. Keep a lookout for next week's AFC North breakdown. That should be pretty interesting.
NFC North breakdown, yes, sir.
I mean, NFC North breakdown. If you want to go back and listen to the AFC North breakdown,
You
episode
should.
10, that's a good episode. So check that
Already
out.
there.
Look at that. Are you sure it's episode 10?
I don't know.
The link won't be in the description, so it's fine.
It's fine.
Roughly 10.
We don't have that many episodes. You don't have to scroll down too far.
I like it.
Yeah, my leftover. Have you guys watched I Think You Should Leave? Netflix.
Negative.
Do it.
That was it. Did you give us homework last week and that's what it was?
I did. Second season dropped today. I forgot to mention the date at the top of the episode. Now that I'm remembering it, July 6th, man. I Think You Should Leave.
What's the
Season
background
2.
for it? Not like what's
It's sketch
action?
comedy.
Oh, okay,
sketch
cool.
comedy. That's all. Just goofy, stupid stuff. It's hilarious.
That's literally this podcast on a freaking game song.
The
Cool,
bones
man.
are the skeletons' money. In our world, bones equal dollars. That's
See,
why
if
they're
you guys did
coming
your
out
homework,
tonight to get
You
their
would know
bones
what
from
this
you.
is from. So, go check it out. Get back to me. Drop it in the comments. Tweet at me. Disfatt-Bidge 70.
Buddy.
Yeah, it's alright. I got no jokes for you. Close us out.
Bet you Janikowski has a nice mom.
Ooh.
He probably does.
Raise a stud like that.
He's the GOAT, man.
He is.
He's the GOAT. Best player from the 2001 draft, just saying.
He's the only one that played that long.
Well, Dak, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.